Hello folks, today I'm sorry again for the stupid audio outside and also with my computer because my computer has a little bit of problem with the sound. So today we are going to learn to render. I'm going to show you how to render this marble ball with the colorful inside, colors inside with RenderMan, and also this is without depth of field, and the next one will be with depth of field. I'm going to show you both. For this one I'm using Windows. In my Linux system is busy rendering. So this one without depth of field, this one with depth of field. We will be using that in RenderMan. Okay, let's cut the crap and let's go to what we will need to do. So I'm going to create a polygonal square in the marble ball. I'm going to make a little bit big because this one is only like 2 centimeter. So I'm going to make it like 10 or 20 centimeter. So it's going to be like 20 centimeter. Yep. Raise it up. Let's say 10 centimeter only. Okay. And I should have put it in the middle first. So and then this one is going to be the clear ball. So clear ball geo, and I'll shift D to delete the history. And next step, I'm going to create the colors inside, which I will use the polygonal plan. Scale it out, rotate it by pressing J to rotate it 15 degrees each. And then for the input graph, I will make it around 1, maybe 2. Yes. And then I scale it out, press F9, function 9 to delete it, and maybe I pull this out here, around here and around here, and then I smooth it. Nice. So I think I will need to make it out a little bit, pull it push it over here, and then I scale it out. I press number 3 to see how it will look. For this I'm going to scale it in a little bit more. However, I will make this a little bit big and this one a little bit big. Not a whole lot big, but just big. And then scale them in again and pull it down again. Okay, and I press D and X to center it to the middle, and I control D to rotate it here, wherever you want to put it in, somewhere around here. Okay, and then for these 3 I select them all. I press F9 and then I select the middle part, press scale, maybe I press B to do the soft select, and I can do the twisting. Yeah, cool. Whatever you do, just you can make it like this way, up to you. Okay, and move this one here. It's all depend because it doesn't seem to be specific at a particular place, you know. If you look at the marble ball, you will see. Okay, can be this one because this one can move a little bit. Okay, now I press number 1 again. So in order to get them to render at level 3, I need to say first desktop, marble ball. Desktop marble. Oh, I have that. Okay, yes. In order to get this to render at 3, usually you press 3, or you can go to RenderMan Advanced Control and then you go to in the view, you go to geometric setting, click on create, name it whatever you like. I call it subview, easy for me to do. And then in the subview I would choose subdivision face varying and subdivision scheme. Right click and add selected, select all the object, press attach. Okay, and then in window aligner, you see I don't like all of this, so I press Alt Shift D to delete all the history. I will go to modify, free transform and center pivot. This one is color geo, color 01 geo. For those who already understand the process of modeling, you just skip ahead to the last section where we do the render with RenderMan. Okay, cool. I'm going to select them all, group them, call it map bow GOP. Okay, my next step is to move it up here, and then I need to create a studio by pressing this. I scale it out quite big and I make it around 4, and then right click, choose edge, double click, extrude, pull it out, scale it out. Cool. And then I choose edge, all the edge around here. I do a bevel edge, and then the segment is quite a lot. Yeah, cool. Okay, whatever I call that, I give it in RenderMan here, I give it a surface. Nice. So for the sphere, first I need to create a layer, and then in here pick some material. I'm going to choose glass, and I choose clear glass or industrial glass, up to you, but I choose clear glass. And then I template this one so I can texture the rest. This one is GO1. I would choose I can choose metal, or I can choose glass again, but I don't want. I would choose the plastic material. I would choose this glossy stuff. Right click, assign material to selection, again the same, and another one the same, but I would change the color to something like red, green and blue. In fact, the most preferred color is something like green and white, red, green, and this one should be white. And the primary, it should be physical. Yes, I think I choose physical. I love it. Now let's do a render. Okay, before we render, we need to go to RenderMan render setting. Since we are using the okay, I need to put the template away. I need to change from this to the default setting, because this is a glass which has two sides. That's mean this side and this side. So in our sampling, in our default ray depth, the integrator here, it should be 2. And for this one, you can choose frame or not, it's up to you, but for now we just testing, so we do the testing first. For the lighting, I would select this one, and then I would go to RenderMan here. I would choose lighting, and I would choose 3-point lighting. Okay, it assigned to that now, and this is the camera that I prefer. Select it, frame it. Okay, and then we do an IPR. It will pop up. Yes, and you can see it is totally black, and this one is also black. The reason is because when we assign the material to that object, if we hide the sphere, we select it, Control A. In the Advanced tab, we need to press the both side. That means we tell RenderMan that, hey guy, you need to render this both sides, not just one side. Okay, understood? Yes. And then he understood. And now we click for comparison, and then we do another render. Voila, you can see here and here's, and the ground is because of the yellow stuff that's coming, the red Kelvin here that coming from down here. So now to get it to look cool, I will tweak it a little bit more. I might press 3 on this one so I can take a closer look at the edge here. Maybe I press F9, I move this one to the middle, maybe. Yes, nope, no need, just there, the middle. Yes, okay, whatever. Select them, scale them together, or press V to snap them here. Press 3. Okay, and this one I can move it a little bit. I'm gonna move it a little bit, just to try different style to make it cool. Okay, press number 1. Now I need to add a sky dome. Right click on this to add sky dome. For the sky dome, I would go to the outdoor or indoor, up to you, and I will choose this one, import onto the sky dome. With this color, we do a render IPR, and it looks extremely clear. But this is what I will do. I will click here, right click, sorry, I delete all of this, boom, and then we come back here, press F, there you go. And you can increase the intensity of the light by pressing this one, and sky dome, click on it, you see exposure, you can increase it up to 2. Cool. Re-render it again with the IPR stuff. Too much, maybe 1. Specularity maybe 0.5. So this one as well, specularity is somewhere around 0.5, and this one is 0.5 as well, and this one should be 0.5 as well. So we can cut down the specularity a lot. However, there seems to be no caustic, so we need to go to RenderMan, Advanced Render Material, Advanced Render Stuff. Where is it? Here. And we go to Feature, scroll down, over here. No, in Sample. I'm sorry. I think it's supposed to be in Sample. In Filter. No, Integrated. They have caustic. Allow caustic. Yes. And then we do a render again, and let's wait and see if there is any caustics in here. Let's check on this. Okay, there seems to be no caustic in there, unless we put one specific line to add caustic to that. Okay, now let's go to the depth of field. I'm going to control this group, put it right here, a little bit of rotation. Okay, back here, control D around here, put it here, and rotate here, control D, put it here. Maybe I select 3 of them, control D, and move them here. Yes, and then select this 2, move them over here. with the rotation stupidly. This one as well. Okay, so now we have that. Save it. In here we need to go to display, head-up display, object display. Okay, and select the camera, Control A, come down to depth of field here, turn it on. When you turn depth of field on, I would strongly recommend you to turn this on as well. Turn this on as well, because this one is the depth of field. So right now, if you click on, if you want focus to be on the middle one, just select it. You see the distance from the camera is 91, 92 something. Yes, 92. So I select it. Focus distance is 92. Cool. But for the f-stop, I want this to be small, a little bit small, because I focus on this one. You see, this one is highlighted clearly only when we click this, and we add, you know, not much, but here you see the outside. I think 1.4 is the lowest f-stop. Region scale doesn't matter because this one is blurry. Okay, now we save and do a test render and see how it go, and then we will go to the final render soon. You see the middle one has a sample image, and the lighting seems to be super strong now. It's quite strong. So I select the sky dome, I put it to 0.5. No, not that, it's 0.5. Okay, or I can put it back to 0. Cool. So you see the middle part is clean, this one is not clean. So to prove that, we need to do a final render. For final rendering, I go to RenderMan control. I don't need a lot of setting, I just say test, and the camera is perspective. Cool. I'm rendering it at full HD resolution. And for the here, turn it off. For this, I would go to RenderMan preset, load preset. You can go to production, which is this amount, or you can go to production height, which is this amount, or you can go to production denoiser. Okay, and this one you will need to turn it on as a frame. Okay, but for me, I would say I go to production height, and you see a lot here, and if you drop this number down, that means it's going to be sharper and clearer. But I would drop this to 8, and this one to somewhere around 256, and we are going to render it out 1 frame only. Okay, cool. So however, I would increase this to a production setting because I don't want to spend time. Okay, let's denoise that with a frame, or you need to denoise it. Do not denoise it. Okay, if you do a frame, when you batch render, it will denoise that for you. So now let's do the undenoise stuff, and we need to go to global and take it to the desktop. Okay, set, and I click save, and then I click batch render, and then pause the video because it's 1 frame only. Batch render, and now the rendering has started, and it is rendering right now. You see, this is the progress bar, and for this rendering you can turn off Maya, and then you can wait for the result to happen. Since we choose production quality, I mean extremely high, so if you look at the RenderMan control, not just extremely, it is high. Off, I will denoise that. This is the highest amount. This will, especially pixel variant, seem to be so high. I mean, the smaller, I mean the clearer, no more like dot or anything. Okay, now it's going to 3%. Let's do the magic of editing. sorry, did I just speak my own language? Okay. Now we can see that the rendering is already finished, and it's take around 31 minutes for this 32 core machine, and it's not bad. If you are rendering at a full production, 30 minutes is not bad. And the denoise is already done, but not totally done. But you can see everything is defocus, and this one is in focus. So now let's see how to clean the noise up a little bit more. I will go to bin mode, go to C, program file, go to Pixar, go to Pixar Pro server. In the bin folder you will see a denoise here. I will drag and drop this test onto the denoise, and I think this one has already been denoised, that's why it doesn't allow me to denoise anything. Let's try this way. What if I cut it out? I paste it here, and then I drag and drop the denoise here. Okay, it doesn't work. That means I have already denoised that. So this is the result, folk, and hope you like it, and thank you for watching.